So with the storm that's basically walking at about 10 to 15 miles per hour. It's not moving very fast. Upper level winds just aren't quite there today. It's going to take a while before it even comes into Eakly. Are there any cities in this tornado warning polygon? I had to step off here. I don't know.
Well, it's not on the polygon, but it'd be in the path of the storm.
Yeah, Eakly's in the path here. So Eakly right now, 9/11. This warning goes until 8:45. So Eakly, I know it's going to feel like it's taken a while for this storm to come in. That gives you plenty of time to prepare. Technically, this polygon's over rural northern Caddo County, but the land belongs to somebody here. So we're here for you. 935 Swan Lake, Alfalfa, 944 Fort Cobb to Carnegie, 1025 to 1026 with this storm. Let me go back out to Amanda. Amanda, I mean, this is a slow moving storm, gives people plenty of time to prepare as it moves in. What are you seeing right now with this storm?
Yeah, Damon, we have been sitting here watching this and definitely could see some rising motion into it. One thing we have noticed, and we don't know if it's kind of where we're sitting, our perspective right now, but it seems to have maybe the base has kind of shrunk a little bit. And we were noticing the hail reports here on Highway 58 and up to I-40 that they had decreased. So we saw some maybe up to quarters or less. So we have noticed a little bit of decrease. That was just hail reports on Highway 58. But maybe this thing is maybe deciding to wind down. I don't know. We're just kind of watching it. But we don't see the rotation like we were earlier. So we are seeing some, but not as strong as it was earlier, Damon.
And you know what? You're right. Something that, in mid-June, you just have to take these storms, minute by minute. And that's exactly what we're doing. And so it does appear that at least the black that we saw on the radar here earlier when it was up by hydro, when it was dropping tennis ball size hail, that's starting to at least dissipate a bit. Now, it's still a pretty beefy storm here. This one's still, absolutely one that I'm not, I don't want to be in front of. But Eakly, you're the next in the path here at 9/11. And so let's hope it is no longer tornado warned as it comes in here. There are definitely a bunch of storms that are out there right now, but there's enough separation between all of them that they could still pack a punch here. Now, there's been a good amount of decrease in storms there out by Clinton and Arapahoe. And then we've seen the one out by Foss. That's been kind of ramping up here. So one went down, and then one looks like it probably flared up as it's interacting with some of the winds with that storm that fizzled out by Clinton put out here. So there's kind of the nature of mid-June storms where you can get some storms that pulse up and then some that pulse down. You might have one or two that hang around for a bit. And so these are now the next storms that are going up here. Man, there's a bunch of them now going up. It's only been a few minutes since we last talked to Michael, and all of a sudden the radar looks much different here. There's a flare up there by Enid and Wacomas, and then there's a flare up there in northwestern Logan County, northeastern Kingfisher County. Let me go back out to Michael here. Michael, definitely looks like a lot of storms now flaring up, kind of surrounding you right now. Michael, what do you see from Storm Command?
I do kind of feel surrounded. Funny you say that. So the storm near Enid just had a lightning strike, cloud to ground lightning strike, and the one south of us down near Crescent also had a cloud to ground lightning strike also. We're just going to drop south just because I expect the motion to be more to the south, and the storm that's already down by Crescent is going to be headed that way. We'll probably go ahead and have Nick Smith work his way up toward Okarche and Kingfisher up Highway 81, because eventually these storms are going to go ahead and mature and start heading south. Also, talk to Shane Helton. He's going to be getting out over near Enid here in just a little bit as well. So we'll have all of our crews out, Damon. I'll be watching this very closely. But yeah, northern Oklahoma, things are starting to light off, just like I talked to you about. Like I think it's interesting because I said just a moment ago, I don't know if it's going to happen in the next 5 minutes or the next hour, but we definitely expect development up here, and it's happening now.
And that's what happens this time of the year. I mean, look, we're all degreed meteorologists here, and so we study, we look at the dynamics in the atmosphere. We knew there's a threat, and there's always, a threat out there, but we have the dynamics in place here, and so it's why our crews are out watching these. And so now we're just waiting for a couple different waves to take off. We have this wave. This is wave number one. Wave number two is in the early stages of developing as well. But we definitely know that all night long there will be kind of a persistent tornado threat. It's low, but it's not zero. So far, this has been the only tornado warning that we have had out there this evening. And Amanda's been looking right into it. And she's like, hey, look, this thing has looked like a classic supercell, but nothing's touched the ground here. And so this storm, we're hoping that it can do what the other storms are doing out to the west, and that is it can show signs of weakening. It may be coming down in intensity, but it's coming down from like being way up here, dropping tennis balls, and now it's here, still dropping ping pong balls. So we got to watch the trends closely here. We know what the atmosphere can do. It's doing it right now, and we're watching additional storms going up right now as well with this cell here. Definitely the inflow notch is into it. They're not the type that you would, typically see in the springtime where you have, just a supercell and looks like a big kidney bean and all that stuff, and it's just going. This is a bit different as it's dropping down to the south. Rotation is still there on radar. I almost feel like it's kind of nearly stationary. It may be coming down in intensity here because look at the last couple of minutes. Look at all that bright pink on the radar, and then look at it now. So that would definitely be a trend with this storm beginning to weaken. Still doing it, though. I mean, it's still warning. Looks like a brand new severe thunderstorm warning was just issued. Are they dropping the tornado warning on this one? Yes, they are going to be dropping the tornado warning. That's the message that we just got in here just moments ago from the Weather Service, is that the current plan is to replace a tornado warning with a severe thunderstorm warning. And it looks like that new warning, by the way, that just came out, didn't really take it that much farther south. Still warned for golf balls and 60, and it's now moving south at 10 miles per hour. That's it. I mean, some people can run faster than that. So that right there, that is not a fast-moving storm. Jonathan, what are you seeing?
Well, here's the deal with this storm. I just went back like a half hour. Like there's the inflow notch.
Yep.
30 minutes ago, right? It moved. The wall cloud, I feel like on the back side of it has almost anchored. It's moved maybe 2 miles in the last 30 minutes. Now, that being said, here's one thing. I know Amanda and Dave are going to watch this. Sometimes, and we've seen this, when these storms are going through they go to, they initiate, they go up, they mature, they peak, and then they start to weaken. Sometimes when those storms are starting to weaken, they can spin up really quick at the very end. Dave and Amanda are right there. They're watching it. If it produces a funnel, they're going to let us know. But that's just something we're not 100% out of the woods just yet. I'm liking the trends. I'm liking the hail sizes are going down. I don't see a new developing mesocyclone, a new engine to the storm. We'll have to watch it. I like the trend, and it's being replaced with the severe thunderstorm warning. The tornado warning goes for, another 6 minutes and 29 seconds to be exact. This is a really good trend. Back to the west, though, we'll have to watch these storms. And these storms back west, best analogy is kind of like whack-a-mole. Michael Armstrong, that's one of his original terms. You ever gone to what the pizza video game place and play whack-a-mole? This one that goes up, you bop it, it goes down, the other one pops up. That's over near Stratford and Foss. And so I will say the Foss storm has gone up. There's a hail core just to the east. Let's see what these two do. If this flares up, breaks through, and becomes a dominant storm, we'll have to watch for that. Hail sizes, I think, are going up. I wouldn't be surprised if we get a warning on this storm impact, almost borderline severe. Yeah. That could be our next warning.
I was never that great. I was average at that game, by the way. Whack-a-mole here. But, as a little kid, sometimes your patience just runs thin. Okay, so it looks like, if I'm reading this right, they went ahead and just dropped this tornado warning just a few minutes earlier. Again, it was set to expire at 8:45, but it says here, looks like they're going to go ahead and expire the tornado warning for Caddo in Ouachita County. Now, they did just issue a severe thunderstorm warning, and day is going to be the Weather Service just west of Clinton for quarter hail and winds of 60 miles per hour. Rightfully so, by the way. I mean, you can see just how vibrant that storm currently is right now between Canute and Clinton here, right on I-40. Man, I-40, I know it's a weekend here. People are traveling up and down I-40, but this is not a day that I would want to be out by I-40 with these storms that are out there. This storm right here, again, right on top of Foss, this warning is actually moving to the northeast. at 15 miles per hour. So these storms right here continue to just kind of move in a bunch of different directions. This is moving northeast. This tornado warning is moving south, and other storms up north are moving south as well. So with the tornado warning dropped, we're going to send it back over to programming. We do have a couple severe thunderstorm warnings out there right now for hail and winds. Should any tornado warnings be reissued, obviously we're going to be here with you. We'll be here all night long. Keep it with KOCO 5 News. We'll bring you the first alert.